Hello Tamers and welcome to round 5 of the Roundtable Conference, Alphamon vs Jesmon. Alpha has the first move. Security setup. Digimon standby. Let's open the digital gates. Hatching, DoruGreymon evolves into Dorumon. Then, for 3 cost, Black Memory Boost. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alphamon really wants those DoruGreymons, but he cannot pass up the limited DoruGreymon. Turnover, hatching, Sakutamon evolves into Huckmon. Then, for 3 cost, Sistermon Blanc is played. On play, 1 draw. And for 2 cost, Huckmon evolves into Huckmon. Turnover, Dorumon moves out. First, for 3 cost, it evolves into Dex DoruGreymon. On evolve, they trash another copy of Dex DoruGreymon for memory +1. And for 3 cost, evolve into the limited DoruGreymon. And on evolve, it absorbs Orumon from the hand as its bottom evolution card, making it immune to effect deletion and DP minus until the end of the opponent's next turn, with Dorumon's inheritable 1 draw, and with Dorumon's memory +1 and turnover. Huckmon is kept in the raising area. Sistermon Blanc goes for security on 3k. Check. 2k on Dorumon, she survives. And then for 3 cost, Huckmon will evolve into Savior Huckmon. Turnover, hatching, another Dorumon, which evolves into Dorumon. Now with the delay effects of Black Memory Boost, memory +2, and for 4 cost. It is time for the empty seats at the head of the round table to be occupied once more. Here comes the original leader of the Royal Knights, Alphamon. 1 draw. On evolve, by placing 1 Digimon with X antibody or the Royal Knight trait from your trash under this Digimon as its bottom evolution card until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 10 or more can't attack players. He's just going to absorb a Dorumon with no inheritable from the trash. And of course with DoruGreymon and Dorumon's inheritables, 1 draw and memory. But Alphamon is not going to stop there for an additional 3 cost. Calling upon his comrade Orumon from deep within his soul, he will now unleash the Oryuken! 1 draw. On evolve, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost. Sistermon Blanc is obliterated. And now, at the end of the turn, Oryuken will choose to return 4 of his evolution cards to deck bottom. First, Alphamon, Dex DoruGreymon, Dorumon, as well as the other Dorumon. With 4 evolution cards returned, time will now pause and reset by 1, 2, 3, 4 memory. Time resumes. And since his turn continues, Oryuken goes for security. With DoruGreymon's inheritable security attack +1, so that's 2 checks on 16k. First, 5k on Sistermon Noir, trashed. Second, but it's the option card from Master to Disciple. On security search, 1, 2, and 3, they will choose Huckmon. Then this card is placed in the battle area. But now with Orumon's inheritable at the end of the attack, Alphamon will unsuspend and go for a second swing. First, 3k on Blanc, trashed. Second, 2k on Huckmon, trashed as well. Finally, for 2 cost, Dorumon evolves into DoruGreymon and turn over. Savior Huckmon moves out. First, they will use the delay effects of From Master to Disciple to reduce their next paid evolution cost by 1. So for 3 minus 1, 2 cost. Gifted by the power of the X antibody, the rising star of the Royal Knights will awaken to a new power. Here comes the new hope of the Royal Knights, Jesmon X. 1 draw. On evolve, Sistermon Noir is resurrected from the trash, and since there is now a Sistermon on the field, all of Jesmon's Digimon gain +2k DP and can also attack unsuspended Digimon until the end of the opponent's turn. Next, with Ciel's on play, 1, 2, and 3, they search out the limited Savior Huckmon. Then with the new BT-13 Huckmon and Huckmon's inheritables during your turn once per turn when you play a Digimon with Sistermon in its name, gain 1 memory for a total of +2. But Jesmon X still doesn't have enough power to overcome Oryuken. So, for 5 cost, the time is now. Building up everything he's learned from his master Gankumon, Jesmon X will now reach a new stage. Adding the G from Gunku, Jesmon X now transcends to level 7, Jesmon GX. One draw. On evolve, he absorbs his Master Soul from the hand, allowing him to activate Gankumon X's on evolve to play ST12 Sistermon from the trash. And all of Jesmon's Digimon gain an additional plus 2k DP and can't be returned to hand or deck or have their DP reduced by the opponent's effects until the end of the opponent's turn. Now with Blanks on play, Hakmon is trashed from the hand for 2 draw. And with all that said and done, Jesmon GX can now blitz. However, because of BT-13 Alphamon's on evolve the previous turn, Jesmon GX, being play cost 15, cannot attack players. But that's just fine because Jesmon's is a deck that doesn't have to. He aims for Oryuken. First with Sakutomon's Inheritable, on attack if this Digimon is level 7, gain 1 memory. Then with Savior Hakmon's Inheritable, Blocker Blanc is revived, on play, 1 draw. Now the attack connects, and with the boost from Jesmon X and Gankumon X's on evolves, Jesmon GX is currently at 19k DP, he slices right through the Oryuken. And with his all turns effects, he also has Piercing and Security Attack plus 2. 3 checks on 19k. First, 6k on Dex Daruga. Second, 8k on DoruGrey. And third, 5k on Daruga, all cut to bits. And with that, turn over. During the active phase, with the reboots gained from Sistermon Noir, Jesmon GX unsuspends, turning into a 19k blocker, and the 3 Sistermons beside him are all blockers with plus 4k DP until the end of the opponent's turn as well. Draw, DoruGreymon moves out. First, it will Dex evolve into Dex DoruGreymon. On evolve, Dorumon is trashed to gain 1 memory. And then for 3, it evolves into the new BT-13 DoruGreymon. On evolve, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, place 1 card with the X antibody trait from among them under this Digimon as its bottom evolution card. If a card is placed this way, this Digimon's DP can't be reduced until the end of your opponent's turn, and trash the rest. 1, 2, and 3, well that's pretty lucky. They are going to immediately absorb Oryumon. And with the chain of Doraemon and Dorumon's Inheritables, 1 draw, memory, plus 1. Now for 1 cost, DoruGreymon will Dex evolve into Dex DoruGreymon. First on evolve, Ryudamon is trashed from the hand for plus 1 memory. And second on evolve, since it has DoruGreymon in its evolution cards, 1 opposing level 4 or lower Digimon can be deleted. They are going to choose the Sistermon Blanc that gives Decoy Red Black. And finally, for 3 cost, calming his undead rage, Dex DoruGreymon will reclaim his identity as the missing leader, Alphamon. 1 draw. First, on evolve, it absorbs another copy of DoruGreymon from the trash, triggering its second effect, allowing it to de-digivolve Jesmon GX back down into Jesmon X. And with that, Alphamon's turn is over. Or at least, that's what would usually happen if this was the old Alphamon deck. But at this moment, the new BT-13 DoruGreymon's Inheritable triggers. At the end of your turn, once per turn, you may place 1 Digimon with the X antibody trait from your hand under this Digimon as its bottom evolution card. And remember, since Alphamon absorbed 1 from the trash, they currently have 2 copies of this Inheritable. So from the hand, they will now absorb 2 Dorumons. And just as a reminder, according to the official rulings, their Inheritables trigger when they are placed as new evolution cards. So if both of them triggering, that's memory plus 2, and Alphamon's turn can still continue. And to test the potential of this newest member of the Royal Knights, he will hold absolutely nothing back. For 3 cost, he once again calls upon his comrade, the Oryuken. 1 draw. First on evolve, Jesmon X is wiped off the field. And at the end of the turn, he will return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The maximum possible cost for its effect to reset time by a total of 7 memory. And with that, Oryuken attacks. BT6 Blanc only gives blocker to all Sistermons while you have a Digimon with Hakmon in its name or Royal Knight in its traits in play, and currently, they no longer have one. Jesmon is defenseless. Final security check for Jesmon, and it is 2k on just a Hakmon. Crush. And of course, if Oryumon's inheritable, Oryuken unsuspends and strikes again. Jesmon has no blockers on the field and no security remaining. It's a direct attack and the match is over. The winner is Alphamon.